Hi there. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Peter Terrace, and I'm here to talk to you about how weak political leadership exacerbates a crisis. I'm going to start with a quote by Michael Hopf, and it goes like this: Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Right now, in Canada, many of our political leaders lead by following. We have a crisis of lemming leadership. During this COVID crisis, weak political leaders have made the suffering of the citizenry worse. Strong leaders provide hope. They provide a sense of security. They provide actual security. They will also try to intervene as little as possible in the lives and the affairs of the people they govern, but they will create the conditions for human flourishing. A weak leader will keep their citizens in a constant state of panic and anxiety, and keeping citizens hanging on their every word is the tool of the weak leader. A good leader knows themselves and often has a strong moral foundation, either from a strong upbringing or a religious framework. They know that their purpose is not self-aggrandizement. They are just, moral, and humble. They demand a lot of themselves, but are gentle and understanding with others. All people want to stand behind and with a good leader. A good leader will promote people with creativity and problem solving, and will respect the diversity that is within the party. Strong leaders surround themselves by critical thinking problem solvers and have the ability to unite people in a common goal. A strong leader recognizes their shortcomings and accepts them and tries to become better. What are the qualities of a weak leader? They try to make everyone happy, constantly tacking and changing directions to make more people happy, but in the end, they make no one happy. Weak individuals speculate about disaster. They divide people by proposing measures that dehumanize individuals. They promote measures that we treat each other as sources of contagion rather than with dignity. A weak leader surrounds themselves with yes men, so they're constantly affirmed. A weak leader will maintain control through fear by not tolerating any dissension within the party. Many of us can think of situations where someone dissents from the leader, and the leader cancels, fires, or demotes the member. What does this cancel culture do to other members in the party? The members become overly cautious about drawing attention to themselves. They don't get reprimanded, and creativity is stifled. Weak leaders will not own up to any wrongdoing that they have done. And also, a delicate leader will demand that every meaningful experience of their subordinates be jettisoned and try to shoehorn everyone into a vague ideology. They will not be able to see the value of different people's opinions, experiences, and solutions. A weak one requires that all of their members toe the party line, and they are able to justify their tyrannical actions and decisions as moral and just, and they won't have any true insight into their actual weakness. In Canada and in Ontario, where I live, we need strong leaders at all levels of government. Right now, during this COVID crisis, many citizens are becoming discouraged to the point of despair. A lot of people are losing hope. Right now, I don't fear the virus nearly as much as I fear my government. I read an anonymous quote today that I'd like to relate to you. I would rather live with dangerous freedom than under the illusion of safety under a tyrannical dictator. I can't believe in Canada that we have come to this point where basic freedoms of association, movement, and worship have been curtailed to such a severe degree under the veneer of keeping us healthy. I have a question for you. Can you really trust a political leader with your health who is willing to take away your freedom at the slightest provocation? Not me. Anyone who doesn't respect my human dignity and freedom can't be trusted to make decisions for my health care. That was some bad news. Now this is some good news. Every single one of us at certain times can be corrupted. We can all be bad at times, but we can all be redeemed, regardless of how bad we have become. If we are willing to listen, change, and become better, let's continue to speak out and speak truth. I have one other last saying that I'd like to relay to you. It's easier to fool someone than it is to convince them that they have been fooled. So if people don't want to listen to truth, stop trying to reason with them, but speak to them with compassion and understanding. Sometimes empathy gets better results than facts. Thank you for joining me. My name again is Peter Terrace, and we'll talk to you soon.